What's going on, YouTube? This is Ryan with South Jersey Yak Fishing. This is an exciting day, man. I've been talking for a little bit now about having an electrical engine installed on the back of my kayak. The one I wanted to do was the Newport Vessels NK300 engine. But I couldn't really find any good install videos online to figure out how it was done. I ended up contacting some professionals. We got a hold of a gentleman by the name of Paul. He's the owner of Great Bay Outfitters up in Mystic Island. He said he could do it and told me to bring my kayak up. We had a meeting. There was another gentleman there by the name of Steve. He's the actual installer. But between Paul and Steve, they brainstormed this entire install, and they just called me and told me that it's ready for pickup. So I'm really excited about that. But I figured for what it was worth, I'd let you guys tag along just so you could see what it's all about. Stay tuned. Here we are in the Great Bay Outfitters parking lot, and we're going to go in and see if we can find Paul and see what they did to my kayak. There he is.
What's going on?
Hey Paul, how's it going?
Good, Ryan.
Good to see you. I'm good. I'm good. So this is your place here, Great Bay Outfitters. This is Paul. He's the owner and operator of this establishment. Paul, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure. So we're a full-service kayak dealer. We are under the Johnson Outdoors umbrella, so we carry Oldtown kayaks. We have Humminbird accessories, fish finders, electronics, as well as Minn Kota motors. So we're a fully stocked shop. A lot of the brands that you guys are familiar with, like Yak Attack and Railblazer and Malone. We have we specialize in fishing kayaks, so the PDL 120s, the PDL 106s, of course the big water and the EPDL. We have e-bikes, so we actually kind of rig for fishing as well with crates and rod holders, etc. So most of what we do really revolves around fishing and outdoors.
Okay, so tell me a little bit how you got started with all of this.
So it's kind of a funny story because I'm also a real estate broker, and this property came on the market, and it was just a great deal. It's waterfront. We have a lagoon in the back where we do demos and rentals, and I honestly didn't know what to do with this property in the beginning. So I bought it because it was a great deal. Then I started looking around and said, look, there are no kayak shops an hour north or an hour south of here. And I've been kayaking for since about 2015. Love the sport. I fish a lot. I'm probably on the water 3-4 days a week. So it just made sense. So I decided to just turn this into a kayak shop. There was a void, and I had some good help along the way. Chris Parson, he had a couple of shops down south in Wildwood, and he was nice enough to sort of take me under his wing and guide me a little bit. And here we are. This is our second year, and I have to say I'm pleased. We sell a lot of boats.
I'm happy you're here too, actually, because I couldn't find anybody who knew anything about the kayaks that I have. All right, that's cool. So what do you say we go out and check out the kayak?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. All right, so we have Ryan's Battle Wagon here, the Autopilot 136. Great boat, great platform, very stable, and we have a new install of Newport, the NK300. So it's a 1300 watt equivalent of 3 horsepower motor. It's a pretty slick setup. We try to do this as cleanly as possible, so let's just kind of go through what the install entailed and what we have here. So beginning with the battery, this is a 36 volt system, so we chose an Amped Outdoors 36 volt 60 amp hour battery. These are all marine grade connections. This battery is actually pretty cool. It has a built-in Bluetooth monitoring system. It also has a warm feature. If it's too cold, lithium batteries don't charge very well, so this will sense the temperature of the cells and it warm them up to a proper temperature and then begin the charging cycle. We have a Minn Kota 60 amp breaker, 8 gauge wire connections. Everything is marine grade. We have a plug coming out of the Yak Attack crate. This crate actually works really well for this application. And we've also piggybacked here, so we have a connection directly for the charger. The nice thing about the Amped Outdoors batteries is they come with a 36-volt charger. You don't have to buy them extra. So out of the box into the motor, the NK300. It is a very torquey motor. I actually sea trialed this boat. I got up to 6 miles an hour, which is just stupid fast for a boat this size and this weight. I think part of our install is to make sure that we do a nice, clean, and appropriate install. I'm lucky to work with 2 installers who are both very well versed in wiring. One is he was a union electrician. The other one is a former mechanic, car mechanic. So these guys are meticulous. They understand how to rig this. I think a lot of people can hang a motor on the back of a kayak, but is it really done properly? I don't know. So this is a nice part about working with us is we actually have qualified people. They're both kayakers. One of the installers was on the Hobie Pro team. So I'm fortunate to have skilled people to help me with this, because this is definitely not my forte. I can fish, I can sell kayaks, but when it comes to wiring, volts, amps, gauges, that is just not my forte. So stay in your lane.
Yeah, wasn't my forte either. That's why I called these guys.
But yeah, so this we have actually redundant steering systems here. I opted to order the rotor control that looks just like the rotor control on a PDL kayak.
I like that.
So it looks clean, it looks stock, and also you can certainly deploy the rotor and still use your foot steering. So that's why we call it redundant steering.
Awesome.
You have 2 means. So.
Cool.
Yep. And these mounts are, we used coated stainless for the controls. Everything here is either aluminum or stainless, so it's not going to pit and rust. Like I mentioned before, I am surprised by how torquey this motor is. I was leaving just a crazy wake when I was sea trialing this boat, so I think you guys are going to be really happy with the power of this motor.
I'm liking it already.
Yeah. Yep. And I have the Navionics screenshot of the Navionics, the speed to prove it that I got up to this. As much as I love my EPDL, no way in hell I can get up to 6 miles an hour, and even in a tri-hull of my EPDL. It's just 2 different worlds.
That's awesome.
We just turn the breaker on. That powers the throttle, the control. Press the on button, and she's ready to go. And the cool thing is, this is actually the position sensor is actually a magnet, so there are no wires going anywhere. It just communicates with the motor through a magnet sensor, so that's pretty cool. Huh. And the other nice feature about the Amped Outdoors battery is you can monitor the battery life and the draw through an app on your iPhone or your Samsung, whatever, so you see exactly what the draw is, etc. So very simple. This will deploy or stow your motor, and we have a jam cleat in here, and this is necessary for your reverse. So pulling this actually locks the motor, because if you just put it in reverse, the motor can pop up. So this is a safety feature for when you put the motor in reverse.
Gotcha.
So nice, simple, clean install. I think that's about it.
Awesome. I can't wait to try it out, man. It probably won't be long, maybe the next day or 2.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go out after work probably. Paul, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was great. Hey, listen, you guys need anything, just call Paul here at Great Bay Outfitters. I'll leave the number in the description below. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments section. Thanks, guys.